It was a busy day on the island of Sodor. The engines were working hard, pouring freight and passengers as usual. One day, Emily was waiting at a signal out at Crosby when Percy pulled up beside with the mail train. "Hello, Emily," said Percy. "Hello, Percy," said Emily. "What are you doing?" "I'm just taking in the mail train," said Percy. "What are you up to?" "Oh, I'm just just trying to find a water tower," she said. "Oh," said Percy. "Okay." Just then Percy's signal turned green. "Goodbye, Emily," and Percy raced off. This made Emily a bit annoyed. "Why does Percy have to leave before me?" said Emily. "Really, I am much more important, you know. The mail train is one of the most important jobs on the island." Then her driver said, "You're pouring nothing." "Huh," said Emily. "Really, going to water has to be important, doesn't it?" "Yes," said her driver, "but the mail train Percy has is very important, and don't forget, James also boards the mail train." "Huh," said Emily. "Really important indeed." Soon Emily found a water tower, but the problem was that James was already there, taking on supplies of water. "I have to go first," said James. "Don't forget, I have a branch line now, as well as being a rescue engine. Don't forget. Get it? The factory did suspend you from being a rescue engine." "Yes," said Emily. "Well, I did get suspended being a rescue engine, and Henry may have done some of that, but I have learned my lesson now." "Yes," said James. "You may not have any special jobs at the moment, but don't forget, we're all really useful engines, even if Henry's a rescue engine from now on." Emily felt a bit bad. What if Jane was wrong? What if the factory never gave her any special jobs again after being suspended being a rescue engine? The next day, Emily and Gordon were at Titmus Sheds when they heard a car warming up. It was the Fat Controller's car. "Emily," said the Fat Controller, "there's a very special delivery waiting at Nappa Stations. I want you to collect it and bring it to the docks. It needs to be there at the docks on time so the ships will leave with it. So make sure you have plenty of water and coal with you." "Yes, sir," said Emily. She was going to make sure she would do a fantastic job. Soon the Fat Controller left. "An important job, just for me," said Emily. "Finally, now I can show the Fat Controller that I'm a really useful engine after all," she said, "and it'll make up all for my lost delays I have done in the past." "Huh," said Gordon. "It's only just a load of trucks." This made Emily cross. "Those trucks are very important," she said. "They must be on the docks on time. Now, if you excuse me, I will go and collect some water and coal for my long journey." With that, Emily puffed out her berth and went onto the turntable. And when the turntable spun around, she puffed away to collect her very important special delivery. At the water tower, James and Edward were there when Emily puffed in. "Hurry up, you two," she said. "I need to fill water and coal," she said. "Whoa, what's the rush?" said Edward. "The factory has ordered me to pick up a very special delivery," she said, "and I can't be late." Where's it going, asked James. "To the docks, so I need plenty of water and coal." All right, said Edward. "I'm almost done here. James needs to refill. James needs to refill as well. But you only just refilled yesterday, said Emily. I know, said James, but I need to refill again. Don't forget, I do board the mail train at night. Oh, whatever, said Emily. I'll go and find somewhere else. Emily was annoyed. She didn't want to wait after James, unless it would take too long. But she puffed away. Huh, said Edward. With some bossy engine she is today. I know, said James. Only what's her problem is, just when Emily came back. Unless you let me go first, she said. To enter this. She just groaned. On second thoughts, maybe not. With that, Emily steamed away. Again. At the coaling plant, Percy was busy shunting trucks. Hector was also there. When Emily puffed in, she needed to refill on coal. Percy backed down from the trucks. Emily spoke to him. Remove those trucks from the hopper immediately, she said. I need to refill on coal. You can't, said Percy. See, I need to fill up those trucks with coal for a coal train. Yes, said Hector. Percy's been here all morning doing it. Emily was cross. Can you just let me go first? No can do, said Percy. I have to finish the train. Emily was cross. Rules are rules, said Hector. If you can't follow the rules, said Hector, then you'll be in trouble with the Fat Controller. Emily was cross. Not fine, she said. I'll just go try someone else then, she said. With that, she puffed away.